trying to get in contact with you guys to talk to you about a recent case I had in Alabama. And I had to go to this case 3 times. You know, basically, at first, when I went to this case, I I basically notified them that they're under the Clearfield Doctrine and it's in full effect because they're asking for money in every aspect. Okay, pay this, pay that. Well, if you read the Clearfield Doctrine, it talks about that any I guess you say that poses as a governmental entity but requests Federal Reserve notes to the level as mere private citizen. And private citizens can be sued and can sue and be sued. So I've just been trying to inform you on that. Like I went and I told them that and they ignored me, of course. So I filed an interlocutory appeal. And when I did so, the judge was a lady, was like, oh, because I was sitting in there like, come on, you guys, you got me here for no reason. And I told the lady, like, yo, you're wasting my time. So when she was like, what do you mean? Because she first was like talking about, other cases. Then she said, oh, we'll get to you, like telling me specifically. And I'm like, I'm not even supposed to be here, ma'am. She was, excuse me? And I said, yeah, this case is on appeal. So she looks in her system, finds out that it actually is an appeal. And she's like, oh man, and this is them ground, but she's like, oh, you didn't even follow procedure, and if I would have let it be, then that's what the law would have been. But I was like, no, you know what? I administrative procedure. I said I didn't have to follow the court's procedure because I filed an interlocutory appeal. And I didn't want to go into all of that or explain it because she knows what it is. And she was like, oh, man. She's like, I really wish you could have, we could have dealt with this matter. And the officer was there. And this is the second time. So I was like, nah, like, I ain't trying to deal with this nonsense. Like, you kidding me? So basically, after that, I went and I filed the appeal. I was in communication with the appeals court. They didn't respond to me, so I notified them that out of acquiescence, the case needs to be dismissed. They ended up throwing it down to the lower court again. And I told them, I mailed the officer, letting him know that if he pursues this case, that I'm going to take legal action and actually file a commercial lien against him and his wife. So you can do that. You can send them a letter, first contact, second contact letter, whatever, notifying them that you're going to take legal action against them for under Title 42, 1985, conspiracy against rights. And because when I went to federal court under 1983, they tried to say, oh, well, they were in their right. No judge is ever in the right to impose a plea on your behalf and act as your attorney. Never. It doesn't matter what their status is. They cannot operate in impunity because instead you have to come with tort claims because they're actually violating the law and they're violating your constitutional rights. Okay, so no one's going to operate in impunity for conspiring to comply with their demands. Okay, so I'm just letting it be known that once I let that happen, once I talk to them like that, and I let the in the city that I ain't playing games with you. I will take legal action against you and your wife. And I told the department I'm suing their ass. So I got a lot of lawsuits I'm working on now. But so I'm just trying to inform you that when you fight and you let them know, hey, this is not about an argument because I was not there to discuss anything about the case. I'm not there to argue the case. I'm there to discuss the matters of how are we going to proceed if you're not allowed to put in pleas on my behalf and you're not authorized to to proceed without my consent, as per Title 18, Chapter 77, Section 1584 and 1581. So when you know these things, basically you have to basically present them. So I let the judge know that, and on the third time I went, the sheriff did not show up. Okay, and everybody says, "Oh man, Alabama's racist." Blah blah blah. Well, I was like the only Hispanic there. Granted, there might have been two black people there, but everybody's waving rights left and right every day. They're like trying to get on the judge's side. Recently, I went to, and on my way there, I mean, I'll tell you the story later, but on my way there, I ended up getting pulled over. On my way to Alabama, I got pulled over, and they basically took my vehicle, impounded it, and but I'm a trustee for the vehicle, so they're just interfering with a custodial obligation. My, how fun that's gonna be. So, point in purpose, the case was dismissed. Basically acquitted because the guy never showed up, and they decided they wanted to hold the trial, which I didn't see the harm in it. There might have been some harm, whatever. I don't know everything, but I do know that they decided they wanted to go to a trial. But I was like, I already know I'm going to win if we go to a trial. And at that, if I'm acquitted, then the state usually people that have been acquitted. So I got to look into that. I just want to share this info with you and let you know. In Alabama, which a lot of people say is unheard of. Okay, I wanted to share that with y'all, so let you know. I filed a writ of mandamus, a writ of quo warranto, and the judge didn't want to talk about that writ of quo warranto. But she sure as hell was talking about the writ of mandamus. Okay, so all in all, fight the good fight. Okay, there's a lot to talk about. There's lots of things to do. And I only speak from experience. I don't like all that nonsense that people put up, acting like they're speaking from experience. And they have you doing it. And never really fought cases. We got you fighting cases. I'm just constantly fighting cases. So, and I don't look to be in this situation. It just happens. Okay. So I want y'all to just be safe. Fight the good fight. God bless you. Make sure you remain a better person. All right. Peace.